Hey, you.
Let me guess. I'm not allowed into the upper quarter?
What? No, everyone's allowed to move about freely here. I just have a question for you. You got here recently, right? I just want to know what things are like outside the dome. What's going on out there? Are the Albs attacking?
There are raids, but there have been no major assaults recently.
I'm sure that's just the calm before the storm. I just hope the dome holds. There's a lot of people depending on this dome of mine, so they pass us by like a river around a rock. Kalan gave us the knowledge, and now look what we've achieved. A safe harbor for all people. The clerics and Ignidons say we've strayed. I say we've found the true path.
You built the dome?
I designed the plans for it, then we built it together. My name is Eric, by the way. Chief engineer here in the dome. I'm in charge of all the generators and technicians who oversee them.
Why don't the clerics have a dome like this in Ignidon?
The dome requires immense amounts of energy, and the fluctuations in it have to be constantly balanced. The technology is complex. That means there's no way to cover the Hort with a shield like this. Besides, the cliffs around Hort give it a natural protection.
Can this dome survive an Alb attack?
Of course. Why do you think we built it? As long as we can maintain a constant energy flow, then they can't get in. Unfortunately, achieving that isn't so easy. Some of the energy regulators are starting to malfunction again.
I can repair the energy regulators for you.
Thanks for the offer, but that's not necessary. I've already repaired the components. They just haven't all been installed yet.
About the broken energy regulators. What will happen if they aren't repaired?
If just one regulator fails, it could mean an emergency shutdown for the dome. Otherwise, the discharge it would create could kill a whole lot of the people the shield is supposed to be protecting. But whether it's a discharge or an emergency shutdown, both scenarios would see us defenseless.
How many energy regulators are broken?
Well, all of them. I've sorted replacements where I can. But Lutz hasn't received his yet.
I will help you with the energy regulators.
I wanted to do it myself, but do you really think you could handle it? I thought you berserkers didn't want anything to do with technology.
Do you want my help?
Cause outweighs the means, huh? Well, you help me and maybe I'll plant some trees later in your honor. I have the energy regulator here. Please, take it to Lutz and help him to install it. Come back to me when you're done.
Hey, you. I heard you speaking to Eric. He gave you an energy regulator for the dome, right? Give it to me, will you? Very soon now, you're going to need the right sort of friend, and giving that to me will earn you that.
Why do you want the regulator?
Haven't you noticed the tension here? All the anger and the plotting? It scares the hell out of me. So I want a way out of here if things go wrong. A sort of backdoor. I want to modify the regulator so I can drop a section of the dome and get out if things go bad. Let me modify it. Then I'll give it back to you so you can get it to where it needs to be. You've got to see why I'd want a way out, yeah? So do we have a deal?
What's in it for me if I help you?
Profit is profit. I respect that attitude. What do you think about 100 shards?
I won't give you the regulator.
Then you've blown your chance. And don't come back to me and ask for help when no one will let you out of here.
Keep your hands off my machines. You and your berserker friends. You don't have the faintest idea of what I do around here. So I would appreciate it if you stayed away from my machines.
Eric sent me.
Thank Kalan. Do you have the energy regulator?
Yes. Here.
Perfect. That looks great. Thanks. Thanks for getting that. I'll install it immediately. You better get back to Eric. You can tell him I'm putting it in right now.
What?
Lutz
What?
has the energy
Is there
regulator.
someone there?
Good. The dome should be more stable now. I thank Kalan for sending you.
Hey, have you got a few shards for a veteran? Help me out and I'll tell you about the city.
Give him the shards. He really needs them, and we could do with some information.
There, take this.
Thanks. Thank you. Oh, I won't forget this. And since you have helped me, I'll make sure my contacts hear about it. You help me, I'll help you. Come back in a few days, yeah? I'll have something that might interest you.
Tell me about the city.
Right, well, where to start? First off, a lot of people are avoiding the north of the city. This place always has something going on, but right now, there's really something brewing. That means the north isn't exactly welcoming unless you're a thug. The western section's safer. You're okay there as long as you don't break the law or look funny or say something the clerics don't like. The southern part, well, that is really quiet. Nothing really happens there, but wherever you are, you should know the clerics are watching. Alois, he runs this place and he hates thieves and beggars and trouble causers and pretty much anyone. He thinks he's God's messenger or something, and that means he's got one big old stick up his ass. So don't piss him off. If you ignore anything else, don't ignore that advice. Don't piss off the clerics. There now, you are fully informed.
That was great.
You said you wanted to study the properties of Elex. How will you do that?
I can feel the presence of Elex. Mostly where it's present in great quantities.
Like the converter?
You don't need any special powers to feel the Elex there. No, I'm talking about unrefined Elex. When it's raw, latent. I can learn more from it when it hasn't been altered. I want to explore Magalan and look for some large deposits of unrefined Elex.
Deposits? I thought Elex arrived with the comet.
You're right. Part of its power is that it isn't from here. I want to discover how it is spread across Magalan. But when it is processed by the Albs, the Elex changes. It becomes polarized. The transmuted form that the Berserkers get from their mana shrine changes it in similar ways. That keeps some of its power, but it's the Elex that came with the comet that I want to learn more about. I feel that there are secrets to learn about it. To understand those secrets, I need it untouched, pure Elex.
How do you want to find these large Elex deposits?
When the comet impact spread Elex across Magalan, it found its way everywhere. Into the seas, the rock, the air we breathe. But it is collected and concentrated in some places. I have felt the vibrations, the presence of these deposits. I want to track them down and examine them.
Where can you find this unrefined Elex?
The first deposit I'd like to investigate is north of the city of Abessa. I can show you.
If it's so close, why hasn't anyone else found it?
I don't know. Maybe because nobody can feel Elex like I can.
Your senses are better than alb technology.
Come with me and find out.
All right, show me the way.
It's not far from the city. Follow me. There is a vast amount of Elex flowing into the sea. It washes out of the cliffs and the ground, and it flows out across the planet. Elex is everywhere.
But you still think we need to find concentrations of it?
Yes, from the moment the comet struck, Elex has been seeping into everything on Magalan. That makes the background noise from it hard to read. If I'm to learn more, we must follow those mutants to find where the Elex is coming from. We know where we have to go. I'll follow you this time. Not bad. I'm better at sensing Elex than any person I know, but there are mutants with the same ability. We should be careful in case the Elex deposit has attracted them. You won't get away with that. You won't get away with that. Thanks for being there. That could have gone badly. The deposit must be here. I can feel the Elex in the ground.
And so what do we do now?
I must meditate. Wait over there. I need space away from you. That was what I was afraid of.
That doesn't sound good.
It's something I've suspected. It's why I came. It's the reason you're going to think I'm crazy. I could feel the Elex was communicating with me. Like it has a purpose. That it wants something from me, from the people on this planet.
Elex speaks to you?
I know how crazy that sounds, but it's true.
But it's a mineral. How can it want something? How can it speak to you?
That's one of the reasons I had to leave Goliad. It was like the Elex was screaming to me. I thought it was because of the mana they were giving me, but now I know it's something different.
So, you want to continue?
You said you would help me. That was our deal. Are you still up for this? Now you know how crazy my idea is?
Let's assume I believe you. What exactly do you think you heard?
I'm not sure. It wasn't words. More a sense of desire, of purpose. But it was fleeting, hard to catch. I think I need to find a bigger deposit of Elex. That might help me hear it more clearly.
Okay. What happens now?
We go Elex hunting. But first I need to return... home. I have to go to Edan, to one of our world hearts. The one south of the observatory, in the middle of Edan. Now I've heard it, sensed it here. I want to know if this is what I heard when I was close to large amounts of mana in Edan.
You said you felt something back then. Why would it be different now?
Because I need to be sure. I need to know I wasn't going crazy. Can't you see how important this could be? What this would mean for everyone?
You go. I'll meet you there when I can.
Right. See you in Edan. you are.
Are you okay? You look...
Yeah, I know. I feel terrible. That encounter with the Elex in Abessa really took it out of me. It's like it looked inside of me. I feel cold from the inside.
cold. That sounds like Elex.
You remember it, right? From when you took it. I got similar feelings when I took mana. I can't imagine what it did to you before being transmuted. I need some now. I need to get some mana.
I thought you wanted to go to a world heart.
I do. Now that you're here, we could go together.
About the side effects of Elex.
Yeah?
Here, I have some mana for you.
Thank you. I need it to balance the Elex I'm sensing. Without it, I'm worried I'll lose myself to it. I have to understand what it wants, what the Elix's purpose is.
Then let's go.
All right. Something is wrong here. There should be guards to look after the World Heart.
Doesn't look like anyone's home.
Then we should be ready for a fight. Something has killed the guards here. Maybe it was mutants. They're attracted to mana as well as Elex. You did well. do this! Take care of it. Look out! I hope that one day we find these across all of Magalan. It's terrible. Not a soul here. Just death. I have to go on. Can you give me some space again? I need peace and quiet for meditation. I can sense it.
What can you sense?
It's incredible. I can hear something here. Clearer than before.
What can you hear?
The Elex. It's alive. It doesn't matter whether it's been changed, processed, transmuted, it doesn't matter. It retains the same voice. It might change the way Elex behaves, but it remains linked together somehow.
So, what does that mean?
That all its forms must be related and that it can revert. It can return to its unrefined form.
Mana can become pure Elex?
It's conceivable, but nobody knows how to do it. Not even the Albs.
Are you any closer to understanding what this means?
Closer, yes, but I need to know more to understand it. The fact Elex is alive, that it has a collective consciousness is one thing, but we need to know what it wants. I want to know if we're changing it, or it's changing us.
Hey, what? How can it be changing us?
You of all people ask me that? You know the effect it had on you as an Alb. You've seen what it's done to Magalan's animal life. We need to find some more Elex deposits. Some that have been brought back up from when the comet first hit. Let's go. I'll tell you if I sense any.
About the side effects of Elex.
Yeah?
Here, I have some mana for you.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm okay. We're on the brink of the final battle against the Albs. All of Magalan is depending on us. That was great.